What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD. Let's get right into it. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't watched any of my videos, welcome. I appreciate you guys. The point of my channel is to help you become a top tier man, the best version of yourself, and live a fulfilled life. One of the facets of living a fulfilled life as a man is being successful with women. All right, guys, so today I'm going to help you with 5 masculine secrets that will attract and turn women on. Let's get right into it. So there is something that I've actually noticed through watching social media, talking to many guys, and looking through my comments, that there are a group of men who want to attract women, but they do not want to play the games. They don't want to feel like they have to be somebody who they're not. And I totally understand. I do not recommend being somebody that you're not. You always want to be your authentic self. But there are some masculine traits that every man should definitely carry and exude, and it's definitely going to help him be more successful with women. Another thing that I've also noticed is there's this thing going around where people are calling masculinity toxic. Fellas, hear me and hear me close. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is only masculinity. All right, a lot of the traits that people try to call toxic when it comes to masculinity, these are traits that people actually need and they want. People these days want to be politically correct and they don't want to tell you the truth, guys. But I'm going to keep it G with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. All right, there is nothing wrong with masculinity. But nowadays, obviously, with the rise of feminism and all these other propagandas, they want to dumb down masculinity, guys. But I am here as a representative for masculinity to tell you that there is no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is only masculinity, and masculinity is a great thing. All right, guys, so the first masculine secret that turns women on is emotional control. All right, fellas, having control of your emotions is key as a man. Being more emotionally intelligent should be something that you should be working on every single day. All right, as a man, you should be stoic. When you are stoic, it is very attractive to women. All right, no woman wants to be with a man who cannot control his emotions. Not being emotionally intelligent, I would call, is feminine. Females' emotions usually go up and down. Females' emotions are usually all over the place, depending on how she feels, depending on the month, depending on what actually happened in her life or what's going on that day. All right, fellas, but women even know as a man, you have to have emotional control. And this is in anything. This is in anything in life because nobody wants to follow somebody who does not have emotional control. When you get with a woman, your primary job is to lead her. You want to lead that dynamic. All right, it's just like when you got a job. The leader of any dynamic, the leader of any group, the leader of any organization needs to have emotional control because they are the ones who have to make the decisions. They are the ones who everybody else has to depend on for survival or to depend on to complete the mission or whatever the case may be. All right, fellas, so as a man, you must have emotional control if you want to attract women. And this is going to turn a woman on. When a woman can see that you have a lot of chaos going on and everything's crazy around you, but you have enough emotional intelligence to stay calm and to think clearly through all of the problems and think through the problems and come up with a solution, you're definitely going to turn her on, fellas. All right, so work on your emotional intelligence. It's called EQ. There's many books, lessons, courses on how to be more emotional intelligent. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me and I can give you some tips and insights on how to be more emotional intelligent, hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a DM, and we can schedule a coaching call for you, and I can help you take care of that area in your life. The next masculine secret that women find attractive and turns them on is you being non-reactive and indifferent. All right, fellas, so this is a fact. Women will shit test you. All right, no matter what, no matter how nice, no matter how sweet, no matter how modest a woman is, she will shit test you at some point. Some women are going to shit test you more than others, depending on the attraction level or depending on the type of dynamic or depending on the type of woman she actually is. But women will shit test you. Your job as a man when it comes to these shit tests is to remain non-reactive to it. All right, because this is what happens a lot of times when women shit test men. A lot of men get emotional when women shit test them. All right, fellas, you cannot do this. This is definitely going to turn a woman off, and she's going to think that you're emotionally weak. All right, or you don't have confidence, or you're insecure. All right, fellas, so I'll give you an example. Let's say you get home from a long day of work and you get home and your girl say, can you take the trash out? And you're like, yeah, okay, let me take a shower. Let me do this and I'll take the trash out. And then she starts to complain and say, oh, you never take the trash out and this and this. And I always have to tell you to take the trash out. Fellas, more times than not, that is a shit test. All right, yes, it may seem like she's complaining. It may seem like she's probably being a little bit extreme. But fellas, she is shit testing you. All right, what's going to happen in a lot of situations with a lot of men is most fellas will get emotional and say, oh, I always take the trash out. Why are you complaining? I just came home from work. Can I relax? And things like that. That is not being indifferent. That is not being non-reactive. That is being very reactive and very emotional. Women do not find this attractive. Women want you to be like The Rock. Okay, because women's emotions, they move in waves, circles, loops, curves, everything, bro. Women's emotions flow like water. Whatever going on in life is going to determine her emotions. But as a man, you can't be like this. You have to be more sturdy like a rock. All right, you can't let every single situation or everything somebody says dictate the way how you feel, how you think, and how you act. All right, fellas, so be non-reactive and be indifferent, and trust me, you will attract and turn on more women. All right, the next masculine secret is treating women like they're human beings. All right, fellas, if you want to attract more women and turn more women on, you must stop idolizing sex. All right, stop putting sex on a pedestal. And what I mean by that is, if a woman tells you, I'll give you a quick example, guys, all right? And this is kind of a shit test as well. But let's say you're out on a date, okay? You're having fun with a woman, y'all are flirting, y'all being intimate, sexual, whatever. And she tells you, oh, we're not sleeping together tonight. All right, your reaction and your answer to that statement is going to determine how the rest of the night is going to go. Fellas, trust me on that. All right, because if you're reactive and you're idolizing sex and then you kind of like going back and forth with her and saying, what do you mean? And, I was hoping we can go back to the house tonight. Or if your whole mood changes after she tells you that you guys are not sleeping together, fellas, she is going to notice this and you're definitely going to turn her off. All right. But on the contrary, if she tells you, oh, we're not sleeping together tonight, and you jokingly laugh and say, okay, yeah, I know. Or something like that, or you answer with, oh, of course not, or things like that. Or if you just laugh it off and be nonchalant about it, you will have a better chance at turning her on, okay? Because this is the thing about this whole a woman telling you y'all are not sleeping together. Fellas, if a woman ever tells you on a date that you guys are not sleeping together, 9 times out of 10 you will. You just have to make the date great. Keep having a date, guys. Don't worry about what she said. 9 times out of 10, it is just a shit test to see how you are going to react. And like I said, this will determine how the rest of the night is going to go. All right, fellas, but you have to stop idolizing sex, because when you idolize sex, women catch on to this, and this definitely turns her off. It actually makes women feel weird around you when you put sex too much up on a pedestal. All right, because what she thinks is now she feels like when she actually gives you sex, you're going to be that type of guy who stalks her, who won't leave her alone, who won't, give her space or anything like that. But when you act like sex is just something that 2 human beings do and it's normal and you don't put pressure on it, it's a higher chance that you'll actually get it and you'll turn her on. The next masculine secret to turn women on is you have to understand desire and respect, guys. All right, desire and respect. It is okay to want to have sex with a woman. It is definitely okay to desire a woman and to want to be with a woman and to be turned on by a woman and attracted to her. All right, guys, there is nothing wrong with that. And there's definitely nothing wrong with letting her know that 100%. I am all for being upfront about this, being direct about this. OK, you got to be direct, be assertive, be upfront about your intentions. So if you're attracted to a woman and you think she looks good or she's turning you on or you want to have sex with her, be open, be smooth about it, but be open and honest about this. Now, that's the desire part. Now, when it comes to respect, you have to be respectful when it comes to this. All right, because if you have the desire part locked down, but you don't have the respect part locked down, you're going to offend a lot of women. You're going to disrespect a lot of women. You're going to turn a lot of women off. All right, guys. So you must be respectful as well. You must know the right time to say these things. And you must know how to actually say it and be smooth and not sound like a creep or a weirdo, guys. All right. Now, on the contrary, there are guys who have the respect portion down. All right. They know when and when not to say things. They know how to be respectful. They know how to not look like a creep. They know how to not offend a woman, but the desire is not there. So it holds them back from actually making a move or actually pulling the trigger or telling her how he actually feels and what he actually wants and what his intentions are. All right, guys. So you got to combine the two. All right. I think the worst out of the two, actually both of them are worse. Having desire without respect can get you a case, and having respect without desire is just lame, bro. You're never going to get anywhere with that. You're never going to get any further with women. All right, guys. So you have to have both respect and desire. True masculine men have respect and desire for women. They know how to tell women what they want. They know how to be upfront, sexual, and intimate with women, but they also know how to do it at the right time. They also know how to not go overboard. They also know how to be smooth and direct about it. All right, guys. So you have to combine the both. This right here, this will definitely get you more women and have women turned on by you because she can see that you're a masculine man and you know how to express your intimate feelings, but you also know how to do it in a respectful way that makes her comfortable enough to sleep with you or to even be around you. All right, guys. So the last masculine secret that I'm going to give you guys is you have to be a leader and you have to be in control. All right, fellas, when you are with a woman, let's say you are out on a date, your job is to make her as comfortable as possible. All right, I'm not talking about flipping tricks or jumping through hoops or looking like a circus clown and entertaining her. I'm talking about making her as comfortable as possible, making sure the environment is good. All right, when a man and woman is together, the man's job is to create the vibe. All right, that is the man's primary job, is to create the vibe. You ever heard women say, oh, the vibe wasn't right, the vibe wasn't good, I didn't feel his vibe, we didn't vibe together? That's because the man didn't create the correct vibe for that woman. All right, that is your job as a man. All right, so when you're sitting down at the table and the server comes, you're the one who orders first. You're the one who picks the drinks. If you need to grab the server because y'all need an extra water, y'all need a straw, or y'all need some utensils, you're the one who grabs the server. You set the environment. You're the one who makes sure the restaurant is clean. Now, I mean, I'm not meaning you actually clean the restaurant, but you make sure you go to a clean restaurant. All right. If the restaurant's too packed and, you know, it's getting kind of crazy and she doesn't look comfortable, you tell her, hey, I don't think this is a good place. Let's go to another place. I got a better place. All right, guys, this is your job as a man. You cannot depend on women to be in control and to be the leader in these certain type of dynamics. So you have to be in control of everything that's going on in your environment when you're with the woman. All right, the feeling that you want a woman to have when she's with you is the feeling that she doesn't have to think when she's with you. She can just kind of flow like women naturally do, like water. That is when you'll get the best from a woman, when a woman can turn off her brain and just flow with her emotions. That is when you get the best from a woman, guys. All right, and this is when you're going to turn her on the most. So, guys, those were the 5 masculine secrets that every man needs to know to turn a woman on. There are many more. If you have any other ones, please drop them in the comments. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have not grabbed one of my top tier fragrances, go ahead and shoot me a DM. I'll put a link to my Instagram in the description. You can hit me up on Instagram. I have 2 fragrances right now. Top tier Charisma, which is the year-round wintertime fragrance, and top tier Superman, which is the summertime fragrance that just dropped. All right, fellas, I appreciate you guys again. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.